Hello, fellow scholars and purveyors of morbid curiosities alike. I'm Dr. Caleb, joined by Squirrel Girl's biggest fan, Dr. Zach. And this is SCPod. Zach, how are you today?
Lamenting the fact that Squirrel Girl hasn't had a good MCU adaptation.
Has she had an MCU adaptation? Was she in What If?
To be honest, I haven't watched anything after the second Doctor Strange movie and refused to do so, so I'm just going to assume they haven't, regardless if they actually have.
I mean, she's kind of getting her time in the limelight because of Marvel Rivals, so, that's something.
Good.
Yeah. I don't know, I always think of her as, boneless Deadpool. Like, a joke character that, they really don't care too much about.
Well, I mean,
whereas Deadpool is just,
you can not care about Squirrel Girl, that's fine,
character.
but I mean, acknowledge the fact that Squirrel Girl has single-handedly taken on and won against Marvel's biggest villains. Off camera.
That's very true. That is very true, I think.
The unbeatable Squirrel. I think she's part of the Great Lakes Avengers. Though I could be misremembering that. It's her, Mr. Immortal, and a couple others.
Speaking of fictional universes, Zach, what are we doing today?
We were talking about the very real universe we all live in, and talking about the very real problem of SCP-5184.
Yes. After many comments and so much community outrage about how we treated the old man.
Wait, what?
The episode's not even out yet, so I have no idea if there's any outrage or anything.
I was about to say, how the fuck did they do that? I wouldn't even be mad.
We decided to cover one that I feel like nobody has any strong feelings about, and
Except us.
Yeah, and Scotland.
I don't even think Scotland has a strong feeling about it.
Anyway, item number SCP-5184. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures are as follows. SCP-5184 is currently held in a small standard animal containment cell, designed to resemble a standard woodland environment. A feeding schedule has been implemented in accordance with SCP-5184's dietary needs. Electrical devices, especially internet-accessible technology, are not allowed within SCP-5184's containment cell. The only exception to this is in the case of interviews, during which it may utilize a specialized computer that only runs a word processor program.
Description: SCP-5184 is a rodent specimen of the family Sciuridae. DNA sampling has shown that SCP-5184 is an unknown species of Sciuridae, showing similarities to multiple species. 5184's anomalous properties manifest when its teeth make contact with electrical wiring. 5184 cannot be damaged by electricity and is able to send electrical signals out through its teeth to the device it's connected to. These signals operate as input commands, allowing 5184 to access these electronics as though they were a human. It does not utilize a mouse or keyboard. SCP-5184 can understand human language and can communicate back through electronic devices. SCP-5184 has shown itself to be fluent in both English and Scottish Gaelic. Testing has shown that SCP-5184 has intelligence roughly comparable to a human. Significant addiction issues related to alcohol and smoking are ongoing with SCP-5184. While useful as incentives for testing, the health risks of a chipmunk consuming a full can of beer and smoking cigarettes regularly have been deemed too high to be allowed to continue. Addiction recovery programs are ongoing.
Discovery. An investigation was launched into St. Andrew's House in Edinburgh after reports from MTF Iota 10, the damn feds, arose concerning a chipmunk continually eating electrical wires safely came concurrently with reports of electronic tampering from an unknown source pushing a second Scottish independence referendum. SCP-5184 was located, and attempts to bring it into Foundation custody by MTF Lambda 12, the pest control, began, but were halted after 5184 threatened to destroy a significant amount of electronic government property. 5184 was eventually lured into a beer-related trap and brought to the Foundation.
And then we do have an audio of the interview log, which we can insert here.
Begin log. Good afternoon, SCP-5184.
Get the fuck out, arsehole.
Okay, let's try and be civil here, and we can both get what we want.
Can ye get me out of this fucking cage then?
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Can ye get me a fucking beer then?
That can be arranged.
'Kay, I'll talk.
I'm glad. So, it seems during your time at St. Andrew's House, you were trying to push for Scottish independence. Am I right?
You're damn right. Freedom for Scotland.
Okay, let's not get too riled up here.
I'll get as riled as I damn well please, ya dauber.
Okay. Well then, could you explain your interest in Scottish politics?
Of course. I'm interested in my fucking country's glorious country. What are ya dafty?
If we can keep the insults slung to a minimum, that would be excellent.
Get
Thank
fucked.
you. Okay then. So your plan was to utilize your abilities to influence Scottish politics to push for another Scottish independence referendum. Am I correct?
Ye damn well can they stop us.
You do know the first one was rejected by popular opinion, right? What makes you think a second one will work?
It'll work, 'cause I'll make it work. Our bra country deserves her place in the world.
I see. Now if you could calm down again.
Fuck off.
We're almost done here. Could you please elaborate more on your abilities?
No.
Remember, cooperation is essential. You do want a beer, don't you?
Ye will never get my secrets, ya damn yank.
I'm on your side. Could you please help us out here?
No.
Fine. Moving on. There's just one final question. How did you reach Scotland?
I've always been here, at least until ya put me in this Drake place.
Interesting. I would like to know more. As you would know, there are no chipmunks native to Scotland.
What did ye say?
So, there are no chipmunks native to Scotland?
Not true.
I'm afraid that's a fact. All chipmunks in Scotland have been classified as an invasive alien species.
You're lying.
Ah. So you didn't know.
But
I'm sorry.
But Scotland's my home.
I understand.
Shut up, just shut up, ya fucker. It's nae true, I'm done, your fucking interview's over.
Alright, well that was enlightening to say the least.
That poor squirrel.
I think it's a chipmunk, right?
Do I look like I fucking care?
You cared enough to look up Sayuridae.
I did, but I didn't. I don't feel the need to give the poor bastard like an existential crisis. They don't even have thumbs. There is an addendum, -1. As of the events of interview of -1, SCP-5184 has been in a depressive state. Demonstrated behavior includes eating less and refusing to conduct interviews. Dr. Dromius has been reprimanded for the interview. A note from the reprimand interview reads, "Alright, I made a mistake. I thought this was something new and it clearly wasn't. I propose we tread lightly and give some space for now. After all, it can't be easy when your own home decides that you're not welcome." And then it looks like there is a footnote, commonly known as chipmunks. Congratulations, Caleb. You won something. Just in time for your birthday.
Oh no.
So, I have a
Not again.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's
Why
up?
is this Euclid?
Why is it you?
Like, these words...
Is it because it's now in a depressive slump and it doesn't know what it wants to do anymore?
No, I think it should have started as safe and after the interview ended as neutralized. Like, we gave the chipmunk clinical depression and we won, guys.
Maybe it's Euclid, because how is it putting down a 12-ounce can of Bud Light?
Well, no, like
Can weighs more than it.
Well, no. It's like that's about how hard it is to contain, right? That's what those words mean.
Yeah.
So if we look at the actual procedures, it's we have it basically in a habit.
It's pretty.
We have it.
Damn contained.
We have it in a habit trail.
It probably has a wheel to run on.
Yeah, and up till recently, a bunch of beer. This is safe.
And cigarettes.
This is safe. Why is it Euclid?
I don't know. I don't know if it might be object class safe, but it is definitely not a safe entity.
Again, like the object class just has to do with how hard it is to contain. Like safe SCPs.
No, I understand.
SCP, like safe SCPs, kill people all the time.
Look at the foot of the bed.
Look at the foot of the bed. It'll take your foot meat. So anyway, that's all my system. We sent a chipmunk to rehab. This feels like something the ethics committee needs to look into.
Especially, we deal with a lot of animals with comparable human intelligence.
Yeah.
On this show, the frogs.
The frogs.
I'm sure that albatrosses.
It's a bad time when Caleb has sympathy for a bird. What have we done to you? He's cured.
I don't know about that. But I just how does this happen?
What are we doing?
Realistically, how does this happen? What the fuck is going on here?
What are we doing here, guys? We just got we abducted an alcoholic hacker squirrel, and we bullied it.
We bullied
it.
Also, what are his crimes?
Probably destruction of government property by the looks of it, which is a victimless crime.
In our great country, they would stick the National Guard on you for that.
No, they would stick the National Guard on you because
you existed.
I don't know. You were the wrong shade of eggshell. You didn't clap, but I don't know. That's just our great country. I'm sure it's better in Scotland. I'm accused. If this is in Scotland, why did we send Iota 10?
Right.
I have so many questions, and almost none of them have to do with the squirrel.
I think the fact that there is a human intelligent, alcoholic, addicted to nicotine squirrel is the least worrying thing about this article.
Yeah, that is the least suspect thing happening here.
When we're letting people what's Meet Jesus's name again? Fucking whatever his name was.
Oh, the Sarkic guy.
Yeah. When we're letting him just kind of have his way with meat. Why is this guy why is this little squirrel at all a priority?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's someone's job. Someone gets paid to, people got paid to track this little guy down. So I mean, those were bills being paid, right? I'm pro labor, but I don't know. Could we just held off a little longer, let the referendum do its thing? Let Scotland be free, is all I'm saying.
Also, according to the interview, nobody believes that a second referendum would even do anything.
Yeah.
Once again, why was this a priority? Why was it a priority to lock up this squirrel? There are probably actual crimes going on in the world, maybe even in the same vicinity as this freaking squirrel.
Maybe. This is
But no, we could be getting low light flashlights for foot of the bed, but no, we're spending money giving this guy beer.
No,
this is what my tax dollars are going to.
To be honest, I'm fine with getting squirrels drunk as part of tax money. I'm fine with that part. I'm also fine with sending the chipmunk to rehab because I think people should have access to reproductive systems, thumbs and fur or no. What I kind of really want to talk about, Dr. Caleb, is if you look in the file here, you'll see like a sample of one of the ads it made.
Yeah.
And this looks like something you would find on like a porn site that tries to sell you boner pills.
Even says take the red pill.
Yeah, like this is something that like you would find like if you were surfing the internet past your bedtime in 2004.
Okay, so the photo will be posted on this episode, so you guys can all see it. But underneath it says an example of some of the media SCP-5184 distributed through anomalous capabilities. Am I being led to believe the squirrel does not operate? No, it doesn't. It doesn't utilize a mouse or keyboard. It chews on wires and then through its teeth puts these out onto the internet. I literally cannot with this fucking SCP.
I kind of like, so as someone who would growing up had their internet or had their electricity frequently knocked out by suicidal squirrels, the fact that this is an electricity proof chipmunk is kind of funny to me, because like Dr. Caleb, I need you to understand that in no way is that a joke. That is actually something that happened regularly in the house I grew up in.
I believe it. I believe it. I've heard enough tales of Zach's childhood to believe that.
Like, it's so much so that like my dad and my grandma literally had to say like multiple times, "Oh shit, it happened again! God damn it!" God.
They're fighting for Oregon independence.
That's why they send the National Guard here. God. Oh. What is going on with this?
The more I try to grasp the idea of this chipmunk and what it's doing, the more angry I get, and the more it's becoming a fast favorite of mine.
Yeah, like this is what the fuck non-derogatory.
Exactly.
Like I would.
We have coined a term here on the show. It is a fucked up little dude.
Fucked up little dude.
And I think this fits firmly in that camp.
Yeah, we have an alcoholic depressive chipmunk who just wants to be free. I think we should figure out how to arrange the enclosures to where the squirrel can be next to the frogs without contacting them.
Oh, that would be good. I was thinking about how they should let the woodland enclosure like be able to rotate between sceneries, so he could like go to the beach or like
yeah.
go hiking.
Give him some like enrichment.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing like hacking work and stuff. He probably is not wanting to be in a woodland environment. He probably wants to be in an urban environment.
Yeah, it looks like he was.
No?
Yeah, I mean, like we found him. We found him in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Like that's a big city.
I think if he had it his way, he'd be at a local dive bar.
Yeah, he'd be at a local dive bar, like just handing out anti-government propaganda.
Zach, what is your favorite like mainstream beer?
Guinness.
All right, I rest my case. That's blah.
I mean, what else? I mean, like I'm not a huge fan of beer to begin with. But like I've gotten better in that I've discovered it's not that I don't like beer, it's that I don't like American beer. Because I think Americans are fundamentally bad at making beer.
Interesting.
Because I went to a German bar here in town with a friend earlier this year, and I had this epiphany. I'm like, oh, German beer is good.
It is.
We just suck at it.
Interesting.
And so
I'd be interested to if you ever come out and visit me to see like what you think, because I live in the draft beer capital of the U.S. So, you know, they literally have the Great American Beer Festival here.
Caleb, I am not drinking Coors.
You don't need to.
I'm just saying.
Made fresh with water made from the Rocky Mountains. Not sponsored.
Kind of sponsored. Please sponsor us. Sponsor us, or we're letting the squirrel out.
The funny thing is, the squirrel has Bud Light cans in the photo.
Yeah, like.
And how funny would it be if Coors were to like reach out and be like, "Hey, we want to sponsor you guys. Just change the Bud Light photo.
I feel like, I don't know, I mean, like, if we found this squirrel in Edinburgh, like, I feel like there would be different beers. Or at the very least, like, it would be like drinking an Earn Brew or something.
No, 100%, right? Like, this is like the Post Malone of chipmunks.
Also, Caleb, I wanted you to open up the picture of the chipmunk and then read at the top of the tab what the picture name is.
It's just monks.
M-U-N-K.
Also, look at the fucking lighter on this photo. How is he doing that?
I don't know. I have to imagine there's some upper body strength going on there, like pushing down for the click. Like, just imagine like having to do push-ups just so that you can use your lighter. I realize this is probably a more loosey-goosey episode than we are probably used to doing, especially after the Sarkic season. But pull this entity up, look at it, and just like, come on. Come on.
Look, you can't. When I walked in the office today, and our supervisors, which Zach swears don't exist,
they don't,
handed me a file and said, "This is what the episode is today."
Caleb,
and I
handed you a file. We talked about this.
And then I saw the picture of the squirrel, the chipmunk, monk, if you will. How can anybody expect us to take this episode as seriously as, you know, the old man or, you know, fucking birds?
Fucking birds. It's. What did we do here, Dr. Caleb? We abducted a perfectly legal rodent, interrogated it, indulged alcoholism, and gave it depression. How do you even stick a nicotine patch on a squirrel? I ask you.
It's its blanket.
Well, I mean, if it was this blanket, we just OD'd the squirrel nicotine. It's gonna be that scene from fucking Thank You for Smoking all over again.
Exactly.
He's just having like fever nicotine dreams. Jesus Christ.
Do you think okay. I'm going to try to interact with the article a little bit.
Okay.
Rather than just asking, like, what the fuck? Alright. It has human intelligence, right?
Yeah.
It has the capability of chewing on wires and putting things out there through electronic things. What if there is a human behind this? And
Explain.
It had, like, it's like you took a human and condensed it down to a chipmunk, right? And so it has, like, the metabolism and has, like, the fully functioning human body, but condensed into a chipmunk. And that's why it can drink beer that is bigger than itself. It can smoke... I mean, think about if it smoked one cigarette as a chipmunk, that would probably kill it.
Probably.
In all honesty.
So, I think this is an interesting theory. The reason why I don't buy into it is that at the end of the interview log, this is what causes the existential crisis. Is that the squirrel or the chipmunk is pointed out to not be native to Scotland.
Okay. Here's how I'm going to fix this theory.
Okay.
You ever have a dog?
Yes.
That is raised with cats.
Yeah.
And thinks that it is a dog, or that thinks that is just a bigger cat.
Mm.
That is what's happening here. This human thinks that it's a chipmunk.
I don't think I can go on that journey with you, Caleb.
Look, I'm trying to make a semblance of sense out of this.
I admire your effort, but I can't go on that journey with you, Dr. Caleb. Because, like, there's nothing that disproves that, but there's nothing that says or states that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just like, on one hand, like, I do agree that, like, we should be more curious about where the Bud Light and the cigarettes are going, like in actual volume wise, in terms of where is this mass going? Because, like, unless we are turning this chipmunk into a water balloon for Bud Light, it has to go somewhere.
That'd be a hell of a beer belly.
Right? It'd just be like the Blob from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Which is just animal abuse. It's how you make foie gras.
Is it animal abuse if the animal is abusing itself?
I mean, you're letting it.
Okay, there might be a little bit of enabling, but like...
Well, I mean, like, so like, it's abuse if it's in your care, in your custody, so to speak, and then you indulge its vices and addiction problems.
I guess an animal can't consent, right? So you can't.
Or to put it in another way, like, if you buy a child heroin, they're probably going to say it's abuse.
Right. If your dog dies because it ate too much chocolate, that's on
and
you.
It's not on
the
the
dog.
reason, like, I'm not using like a direct animal comparison, the fact that the squirrel has, you know, the ability to communicate and voice its opinions.
Because it's a human trapped in a chipmunk's body. We've been over this.
I don't think that's true, Dr. Caleb. I don't think that's true.
Oh, God.
I admire what you're trying to do. I don't know. Like, there are just, like, so many procedural questions about, like... Again...
Zach, how did we get here? We ended last season with the fucking bears.
Yeah.
And we had a roller coaster of a season talking about birds, and more birds, and some old men, right?
Yeah.
And some trees. And some trees that were people.
Caleb, I just want you to...
When did we lose the plot?
I just want to know that entire statement you just gave is the title of my autobiography.
Birds, and old men, and some talking, and some trees.
How did we get here? I don't know, man. We had such lofty ideas for this show. And then they weren't.
It is September, but it feels like it's April 1st.
You know,
and I couldn't be happier.
We live in stupid times. It's been the best of Shires and it's been the worst of Shires. I'm just happy summer's kind of coming to an end, so the temperature will be reasonable. But I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really have a lot to say about SCP-5184 other than, like, why the fuck are we attacking this poor chipmunk?
Zach, what do you have anything of note that you can add about this? Or please pad our runtime.
No.
Fine then. Where can people find you?
They don't. Good night. They can find me over on my blog, Roll for Writing, which is at www.makeawritingcheck.blogspot.com. They can also find my book, which is available wherever you buy ebooks, Tales from Port Astor. And yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. You can find me over on Twitter and Instagram at Calica1738. You can also find me on YouTube at Calica and Twitch at Calica Plays, where I am in the midst of trying some things and see if we actually get any content out there. But if you do like content from me, I have a way more serious thing that I do over on TikTok, actually. And that is at Calica1738. So I just do workout stuff and talk about music and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't think I told you about that either, Zach.
You did not. That's news to me.
Surprise. Yeah. Don't worry. TikTok's banned anyway, so. Anyway, you can follow us on Twitter at SCPod_cast. You can follow us on Instagram at SCPod.cast. We're available on Spotify and YouTube currently. And please remember to like, rate, follow, subscribe, comment, all those things that really push us in the algorithm. And we do read it. We did an episode just based off of somebody's suggestion just this season. And anything to get us away from the fucking chipmunk.
Please.
And yeah, that's all we got. We will be back with some bonanza, and I actually don't even know what the next episode brings.
Me neither.
Yeah, but Zach, say you took the red pill.
Mm.
What is the message screaming in your skull right now?
Come with me to the place where we used to crucify frogs.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Ribbit.